With the grace of Almighty God, blessings of my dear parents who sacrificed so much for my overall development, I, Dr. Ritu Jain, organizing secretary of this international webinar, on the behalf of GeoStars and convener Mr. Vinod Mishra, Vice President Business Development Scanpoint Geospatial Limited, backed up by ISRO domain expertise, wishes you all a beautiful afternoon and heartiest namaste to all of the honorable participants, eminent scholars, distinguished personalities from all the nooks and corners of Indian states and different countries of the world. My dear students who have joined their hands on this virtual platform, and proved that it's hard to beat a person who never gives up during this pandemic, not only doctors but teachers, the true corona warriors have proved that we have either find a way or make one. So on this auspicious occasion, I welcome you all with these beautiful lines. लखनऊ के वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म पे आए हुए भारत एवं विश्व के अतिथियों, ये धूल समर्पित है, सम्मान में तुम्हारे ये फूल समर्पित है. With these lines, I once again welcome you all. Actually, the holding of today's webinar is a timely initiative. To answer all the queries and challenges during this pandemic regarding career and employment opportunities in the field of remote sensing and GIS, which will help not only the students to connect to a globalized world, but also set the strong base for the rewarding career. As geography is not only a versatile discipline, but every page of geography has career cards in the age of technology. Teachers to enrich the students who are working day and night and who really affects eternity, for whom I can only say, जो साथ से निकली है वो धुन सबने सुनी है, जो साथ से निकली है वो धुन सबने सुनी है, पर जो तार पे गुजरी है वो किस दिल ने सुनी है. With these lines, I would now welcome our today's eminent speaker, Dr. Mehboob Sahana, Research Associate, School of Environment Education and Development of University of Manchester, United Kingdom. Dr. Sahana is a cultural and environmental geographer, native of Bengal Delta in India. He has undertaken extensive field work in Sundarban, world's largest continuous mangrove forest. He has contributed more than 40 scientific research papers in international journal. At Indira Gandhi Conservation Monitoring Century, WWF India, New Delhi, with support from the Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change and Government of India, is to take classes for the certificate courses on wildlife management using geospatial technology. With this brief introduction, I would like Dr. Sahana to address
Hello everyone. Sorry for the disturbance in systematic disturbance in our YouTube link. So for this reason, we are not able to start in the previous link, which was distributed through different sources. But somehow we have created a new link, and and we have started in this link. We are extremely sorry for this technical issues. So as per we have discussed earlier that the title of our today's webinar is Future Trends and Career Opportunities in Remote Sensing and GIS. So it's my pleasure to talk on this issue. What are the major changes and challenges in career and opportunities in remote sensing and GIS applications. So we know remote sensing and GIS is a new technological science, is a new techniques, or some people it's called a tool, and some people adopt is as a space a stream. So I will talk today. I'll talk today about what is the sorry. So I will talk today about the career opportunities, recent trends, and future of remote sensing and GIS. So I have a yeah. So my lecture has been divided into three parts. The first part is about the basics on geospatial technologies. What is remote sensing for those who are not belong to this field, actually, who are new in this field. And the second part of this presentations will be on the various applications of remote sensing and GIS technologies. And finally, I'll come to the career opportunities and challenges in remote sensing and GIS. So, you know, uh, uh, what is remote sensing? So actually remote sensing is a techniques for gathering the data. So, and if we see the term remote sensing, so remote sensing acquiring informations remotely sense data. That means which data we can sense, or we can acquire, or we can gather in from remote access. And GIS, for GIS is a data management, manipulations, analysis, visualization tool in the computer environment. And somehow GPS is about the positioning systems of our world. So every day in our everyday life, in the metropolitan everyday life, without GPS, we are very uneasy with this systems. So everywhere, when we are driving, when we are walking, so everywhere we have to find any locations, we have to find any road, we have to find any distance. We every day uneasy people who is nothing to know about nothing to do about GIS and GPS, they are also using nowadays in GPS, but they don't know how it is work. And most of the people don't know how this GIS is working, how this mobile GIS is working. So that's why it's interesting field. It's an interesting technological field, and nowadays day by day it's growing. So when we're talking about remote sensing and GIS, nowadays remote sensing and GIS is not an application tool, or not a branch of science. And together with remote sensing, geographical information system, photogrammetry, cartography, digital cartography, global position systems, CAD and CDMA geodesy, all together, this is an special information science. It's called geoinformatics. So in the definitions of geoinformatics, any attribute or any information that can be correlated to the spatial objects come under the domains of geoinformatics. That's called the domain under geoinformatics. So now I'll talk about why GIS. So why we need to learn GIS, or what is the major things why we will use GIS. So every object on the earth can be georeference. That means what is georeference? So georeference means everything in the earth. Suppose a railway station, suppose a grassland, suppose a forest cover, suppose a agriculture field. We can prepare, we can show this area in in a map. So from transformations from a real land to a virtual map, it's called geofencing. So with spatial coordinations, with the coordinates. So GIS can answer 5 important questions: identifications, what is it, where is it, what has changed since, what spatial patterns exist, what if. That means these 5 questions: identifications, locations, trends, patterns, and modeling scenario. That means suppose we're saying that okay, this much forest cover has been changed during this last 20 years. So these questions, where maybe it is in Uttarakhand, maybe it is in Madhya Pradesh, maybe it is in Maharashtra, the forest cover is changing every day due to the deforestation, due to the forest fragmentations. And these questions can be answered: why it is changing, and where it is changing, how much it is changing. This question can be easily answered through the GIS. So in GIS, there are 3 types of database: point, line, and polygon. So this is called as spatial data. So so suppose we have to present our rail lines or roads. We will use the line database, and we have to present our cities, and water level, water pump locations, or any kind of point-based locations. Then we will use the point database, and when we have to show the extra large area, forest cover, agriculture area, or etc., etc., then we will use the polygon database. So in GIS, so database is 2 types actually: raster database and vector database. So this is a basic things in remote sensing and GIS. Those who are already those who has already read do any courses in remote sensing and GIS, they know about what is raster data and vector data. So raster data actually a pixel based database, and vector data is a point, line, polygon based database. Already I have discussed in my previous slide. So now this was the basic definitions, terms in remote sensing and GIS environment. Now I come to the GIS softwares. So actually, there are several GIS softwares nowadays. There are few are the commercial software, few are the non-commercial software, few are freely available, open access, and few are costable. So in the GIS and remote sensing field, few softwares is very much used throughout the world. So on this E3, so E3 is an organization, is a profitable organization, non-profitable organizations. So the ArcGIS and ArcView, these are the most important softwares provided by E3, and others open source softwares like QGIS. This is one of the important softwares in the remote sensing and GIS domains, and openly available, and it is freely available in net. You can download it and you can start working with this QGIS. And other softwares which is widely used: MapInfo, Idrishi, ADAS Imaging, Ilvis. These are the NVs. So these are the softwares which we will use, which the student has been used previously, and now they are working. Now they are using, and several institutions, several companies are using these softwares to provide good work, good modeling, good analysis in remote sensing GIS environment. So one more important things that what are the applications or what are the frequency of use of these softwares. So the most widely used software is ArcGIS, and now nowadays GIS and remote sensing is slowly trending towards the towards the web-based GIS or machine learning or programming GIS. So that's why MATLAB, Python, Python's programming softwares, and R Studio. These are the growing softwares or growing developing softwares which can be more usable software in the next decade. So So this was the first part of my presentations. So it's a basic introductions of remote sensing and GIS and the softwares. Now I'm coming to the applications. So so before going to the applications, we have to understand about who use GIS. The skill are still the skill of GIS within the few people, but GIS is nowadays taught in school, colleges, universities throughout the world. So academically, GIS is using by various academic school, and it's not only in geographical or environmental science, but nowadays it's also applicable for social science. It's also applicable for physical science and several others areas. Those who are using GIS in their specific domain, specific area of studies, and professionals. Yeah, obviously, GIS is very much used by the professional in professional fields, and that's why the job opportunities and career opportunities very high in compared to other subjects. And internet uses GIS is growing rapidly. That means if those who are working in GIS, those who know those who are 5 days or 5 years or 2 years working in GIS, they know how rapidly GIS is converting from non web-based GIS to web-based GIS. Nowadays, if you don't know the web-based GIS, is very difficult to sustain in the GIS field. So uh, so now I'm coming to the major applicable field, major areas or sectors where the GIS is using. So natural resource management, yeah, that's the most important area of GIS applications. And disasters management, yeah, this is the second important area where GIS has been used mostly. Without GIS disaster management, it cannot be possible. Health, educations, business GIS, electoral processes, environmental applications, military applications, infrastructure, power, telecom, transportations, urban planning. These are the important sectors where GIS is widely used throughout the world. So now I'm coming the five aim. That's mapping, measuring, monitoring, modeling, and management. These are the five important terms which have been used in GIS. So in GIS, people are working, people are doing, providing, people are producing very good quality map and very interactive map and very much applicable maps, which is in different field, military field, geographical field, and others, social science and or humanity science, also in physical science. So and measurement. So in GIS, we can measure easily any distance. We can measure easily any area, and after that we will monitor what is happening within this area, what is happening within um, this specific ground. And then modeling purpose. So modeling is a high technique area. So we can prepare yeah, hypothetical model that okay, the land is changing in that rate, or the forest cover is changing in that rate, or the soil is eroding in this rate, or a river is shifting in that rate. So we can prepare
Hello, Mehboob, no voice. Mehboob, no voice. आपकी भी voice नहीं आ रही.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so natural resource management. So in natural resource management, we can further go that broad area. So water resource management, land use planning, soil erosion potential regulations, planning, vegetation management, ecosystems analysis, planning assessment, coastal zone development, hazard mapping, habitat environmental assessment. So these are the broad applications in natural resource management. So those were research, those who are working in environmental field, they apply in remote sensing as broad field. So now I'm coming to the area of disasters management and mitigations: earthquake, drought, fire, obviously forest fire, flood, cyclones, landslides, erosions, volcanoes. So we can assess the drought prone areas. We can prepare the maps of drought prone areas. We can predict drought prone areas for hello, hello. Yeah, am I audible? Hello, hello.
Yeah, Mehboob, you're
Yeah.
audible. You're
Okay. Sorry.
Mehboob audible.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, sorry for so many technical disturbance, because I don't know, maybe for internet or maybe other connections. So I'm talking about the disasters management and mitigation. So earthquakes, drought, fire, flood, cyclone. So in flood, we can prepare the flood genesis map, flood prone. We can identify the flood prone area, the flood sensitivity map. For cyclone, we can track. Yeah, recently we know in Bay of Bengal, there is a huge, massive super cyclone just 2 months back. That's called, the name was Amphan. So somebody called Umphan. So Amphan cyclone. This is one of the biggest success for our IMD, for Indian Meteorological Department. They predict accurate about the cyclone, the track of the cyclone, and the more vulnerable area. So they have predict, the IMD already predict 2 days before, regarding the most the path and the most vulnerable area. And that's why we can evacuate, the government of West Bengal can evacuate more than 10 lakhs people from the coast, and its impact to it's the most successful evacuations in cyclone management in Indian history. So also the funny cyclone funny and cyclone Amphan. So if we compare this cyclone to our previous cyclones, suppose in cyclone Aila or Odisha cyclone. So in Odisha cyclone, the speed and devastation was same to cyclone Amphan, but in Odisha cyclone more than 1,000 casualties was happened. But in cyclone Amphan, or only below 100, 80 to 90 people has been died due to this cyclone. So this success only possible due to the GIS, due to the remote sensing and GIS applications of remote sensing and GIS, and proper predictions and proper monitor about the cyclones, and proper management through the mobile GIS, proper management, proper evacuations. So this is one kind of success you can just indicating you that this is one. important success. Again, landslide susceptibility assessment. So every year there is a huge massive landslide, rainfall induced landslide has been mm, uh, is happened in the mountainous area or in the Himalayan area of India. Various geologists and various environmental scientists already mapped different landslide susceptibility areas, landslide prone areas, and important landslides, possible landslide zones, pockets, and they have a monitor. They have regularly government. They are supporting to the government to produce better in the particular vulnerable areas. So managing disasters, yeah, why better decision, yeah, already I have given example on Amphan cyclone. So better decision and informations, action decisions, model, analyze, measure, historically largely applied individual systems. So these are the major things why we use GIS in disasters management, and providing many benefits: understanding, efficiency, cost saving, improve the analysis, effective planning, better decisions making, better communications, collaborations, and coordinations. Okay, so in absence of yeah, already I give an example. In at the absence of GIS, what our disaster recovery plan was something like this. So people will ask for help, and we can do nothing as previously we see for various disasters. Okay, so I'll skip. This is a military defense applications. So we know, the applications of GIS and remote sensing was very advanced in military field. They have used the techniques, the advanced techniques in this field. And in Second World at time, they use radar data, the military in military and defense area. In military and defense, the history is a history that the most innovations or most applications was firstly used by this military and defense area, and then it will become towards our normal public, normal people. So in forestry, yeah. So like Amazon forest. So my PhD is on social. My PhD is in forestry. I did my PhD on Sundarban Biosphere Reserve. So in forest, it is very difficult to go and survey what is happening within this forest area. So in that's why remote sensing is also a very important role in forest management, in forest resource mapping, monitoring, encouragement, investigations, forest fire assessment. So there is an website, the government of India, they have monitored the forest fire every day, forest fire. Forest through the remote sensing and GIS applications to monitor, and in forestry science, it is more easy nowadays. So agriculture, yeah, crop water requirement predictions, crop yield estimations, crop conditions assessments, soil moisture evolutions, and suitability analysis of various agricultural field, various crop and various uh, okay. So in England, everything is the drone is very widely used in agriculture field. They have measured the agricultural productivity by using the drone survey. So because their agriculture is too much instrumentalized agriculture, they have used so many instruments, so many advanced technique in their agriculture. So that's why they have a very productive agriculture systems in their country. But till our developing country like India, South Asian country, India, Bangladesh, Thailand, Sri Lanka, this area are lacking behind in applications of remote sensing GIS in our agriculture field. But slowly we are growing. We are using the GIS and remote sensing in our agricultural systems. So now I'm coming to the urban planning and development. So urban sprawl analysis, cadastral mapping, land management, land use land cover mapping analysis, site selection. So in urban science also, big applications area, many people are working by using applications of remote sensing, by using remote sensing and GIS. So now this was the major applications area in urban planning and development in major applications area of remote sensing and GIS. Now I'm coming to the career opportunities in remote sensing and GIS, because this webinar is basically my Dr. Ritujan ma'am request me. Okay, we have so many in Lucknow National PG College, and so many institutions nowadays providing the diploma courses or maybe so if we compare or if we study the growth of the growth of GIS training or GIS courses in India, so before 2010 there are very few institutions in India, hardly uh, hardly 10 to 20 institutions in India who's providing has provided uh, remote sensing GIS courses. So, but nowadays, I think more than 100 or more than 500 institutions is providing the basic courses, or a diploma, or maybe 2 year, 1 year diploma, or maybe 2 years master's course, or maybe and some major national universities providing BTech, MTech, and BTech in remote sensing in GIS or geoinformatics science. So that's why some people said that job is lacking, or nowadays after completing a 1 year course or 2 years course, they are not getting job anyway. So this part I will elaborate why you are lacking behind in job market in remote sensing and GIS applications. What are the major things we have to improve? So so why GIS for your career? So advanced techniques, yeah, it's advanced techniques. Several applications, easy to get a job, easy to shift in different field, multiple scope, easy to upgradations of skill, eco-friendly. Yeah, GIS is most advanced techniques. Uh, the science is developed during 1980s, but the is mostly developed after the digital evolutions in India or Indian subcontinent. Before that, very few people able to use or um, mm, able to expense the cost of GIS. But nowadays it is very easy for the people like us who are studying, because there are so many open source GIS softwares, so many online GIS areas, online softwares we can easily download freely download and use in our for our so what can do with the GIS degree? So after GIS degree, a GIS technician, a cartographer, a GIS specialist, a GIS manager. Okay, those want to do traditional career by a master's course. They can do this. They think about this. Okay, after 2 years or after a masters, we can is as a GIS technician. We can do job with the GIS manager. Those who have since in after a degree for I for just
Hello? Hello? Mehboob, there is a voice problem. Mehboob? Mehboob? Mehboob, there is a voice problem.
Now, hello, hello.
Hello? Hello, you are audible, Mehboob.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, hi. Hello.
You are audible, Mehboob. You can
Okay, I
continue.
am audible. Yeah, now am I audible? Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. You can continue.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Thank you. Okay. So now I'm coming GIS specialist. Okay. So types of GIS jobs and potential career. So again, broadly in GIS technicians, survey, cartographic technicians, land survey technicians, and mid to high level jobs, remote sensing analysis, geographical systems specialists, GIS administrators, senior CAD designer, GIS developer, low middle range jobs, GIS again GIS analyst, geodesist, geographer in geography field, side by side. If anyone did like me, I did my masters in geography, and then I come to side in my side. I did a diploma and did a masters in again a second masters in remote sensing in GIS, and did my PhD in geography. But applications of remote sensing and GIS was the major things in my PhD. And now I'm working as a research associate in Manchester here, and the major area or major work here in Manchester also GIS. So senior positions, senior GIS analysis and coordinator, engineer GIS softwares. So there is a various field. There's a huge opportunities in GIS environment. So positions in GIS career. So cartographic design, data analysis, computer programming, database administrations, project management, system administrations. Career in GIS also encompasses business development. So administrative role nowadays as I know about India, in every block level to district level to the environmental any sectors, they have provide a special job opportunity. Maybe sometimes it will be ad hoc, sometimes it will be part time, and sometimes it will be a permanent job. So a huge job area is open for in under the GIS and remote sensing um, area. So and already I have elaborated about the government field, engineering field, utilities field, academic field, environmental natural resource field. These are the major area. When we search the job, we can search through these major areas. So nowadays, the salary, yeah, this is very important things. Okay, uh, because we're talking about vocational, we're talking for the futures. So the scope or the salary is also varied from basic, if we convert it in Indian money, Indian rupees, that would 10 to 15,000 to lakhs to 2 lakhs, like that. So but for this you have to have a good skill, because it's a skill based it's a skill based area. So it's a skill based degree. So if you have a higher developed educations and experience, you will more likely to be a top pay scale or earn more. And if you come to the European country, Japan, China, American country, then the opportunity and then the scale will be more high than the subcontinent countries. Okay, so few days, yeah, so many people said that okay, GIS is a saturated area nowadays in India. After a master's or after a diploma, many people are looking for a job, but they are lacking in job market. But this is because the low level skill in GIS. So many people, those who did a master's, those who did a diploma in GIS, but they don't know a good software. They are unable to operate a good software. They are unable to operate a high profile software and high profile programming language. So in present conditions, in every day you have to upgrade your skill in GIS field. And programming, you have to learn the programming language, you have to learn the big data analysis, because already I told you that GIS is a skill based degree, or GIS is a skill based area. So you have to upgrade yourself, upgrade your skill, upgrade your data, upgrade your model, upgrade your techniques every day. Otherwise you will be a backdated knowledge, you will be a backdated degree. So job market is not shrinking anyway in GIS field. Job market is huge. And if I'm showing this graph is provided by a very good graph. Day by day it is growing. We have to have a much conditions. Are, the graph which showing the mark of this for and the basic growth of GIS manager, GIS developer, GIS analysis, GIS technician, and GIS specialist. Now, I'm talking about these things. You have to upgrade. GIS skill is a professional skill. GIS is a skill-based professional species. So you need to upgrade yourself within the upgradations of technology. You need to update data, software, and model with machines, because this back 2% of land cover map is a huge task, because 10 days back in 2010 or 2012 we used supervised classifications to land cover map. Nowadays supervised classification is a backdated classification. If you provide a supervised classification,
Mehboob, no PPT. Mehboob, Mehboob, no screening and no video. Hello, Mehboob. Hello, Mehboob. Hello. Hello, Mehboob. Mehboob, no audio, no video. कुछ दिख रहा है? हेलो, हेलो महबूब, नो ऑडियो बेटा. हेलो महबूब. हेलो, हेलो, महबूब, देयर इज नो ऑडियो बेटा.
Yeah, sorry, so many times. It's a bad experience in Zoom and online website. So really sorry for this. So so in GIS analysis, every day the things are changing day by day. So in 2010, a language landmark map or basic language landmark map or basic map is used.
महबूब, देयर इज नो ऑडियो. महबूब, देयर इज नो ऑडियो.
Hello. Yeah. So there is an report by the UNICEF that half of Indian students is lacking behind or have no skill for 21st century job. In also in our GIS field, in also our remote sensing field. So we are lacking behind in the skill in the skill in GIS and remote sensing. So we have to have upgraded skill.
Mehboob, no audio is visible. Mehboob, no audio is visible. Okay, fine,
Hello.
it's audible.
Yeah, so there is a report in UNICEF just 1 year back that in 2019 that half of Indian students have no skill for 21st century's job. So and it's the UNICEF one that okay in India, so we have a huge job market, we have huge populations, we have huge student, those who are every year they got a degree on master's degree on remote sensing and GIS, but they are not able to produce employment capability, employment requirement in 21st century's job. So nowadays in remote sensing and GIS job market, you have to have come into the web mapping. You have to you know the ARC, the upgraded versions of every software, upgraded versions of every model, machine learning. That's why. So why we're lagging behind in 21st century job? Why our students lagging behind? Because they are used to with the old ARCs, GIS, ADAS, NV, QGIS, but they need to upgrade their skill to Python, Java, RStudio, MATLAB. We are unable to follow the developed countries' syllabus, student, and systems. We are unable to read the global trends and opportunities in GIS environments. So we have to have we have to have come to the coding systems. We have to know the Pythons. We have to work in Arc Pro. ArcGIS is a backdated thing. So in ArcGIS we can only provide just a limited analysis. But so you have to upgrade your skill to Arc Pro. But for Arc Pro, you have it's a costable things. You have to buy the license. But that's why simultaneously we have the Pythons, Java, RStudio, MATLAB. This is really available, or we can you can use so many crack versions for your learning things. And then you can when you will come to the job market, you will get a license versions. So for your basic understanding, for developing your skill, you can use your trial versions, you can use your crack versions, but you have to upgrade your skill. Okay. Challenges in GIS database for environmental sustainability. So better data, yeah. Data is very important for GIS. If you do not have the data, you cannot produce better things or better analysis, better model. So more GIS uses, so better decisions and more investment in data science and GIS. So limitations, what are the limitations? It is too much expensive. Yes, it is too much expensive. You have to have some basic good computer. You should have because all time data is not freely available. Some data you have to purchase. So GIS is a very expensive thing. Integrations with traditional map is difficult. Excessive damage in case of internal fault, complex data structures. Some simulations is difficult. Some data analysis is impossible to perform. Less impressive, difficulty in projections, transformations, generalizations may lead to loss the important information. Large amount of data, large storage, expensive data collections, difficult overlay operations, time consuming. So these are the main limitations in GIS field. So now it's my duty to provide you the free online classes area. So US Geological Survey, USGS, this is the global most or most powerful website for GIS environment or remote sensing environment. They have provide us the basic data. We have downloaded the data from the USGS. So they have provide free classes. University of South Carolina, introductions of ArcGIS, Pennsylvania Spatial Data Access, Trimble. These are the some links where you can read, and you can explore your knowledge through online classes. And few more online classes link. Now GIS institutions in India. So obviously IIRS, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. These the government institutions. They have so many courses. You can go to their website and you can see their courses. CSRE, IIT Bombay, Center for Environment Institutions of Science and Technology, Indian Institute of Survey and Mapping, Jamia Islamia, Advanced Computing Training School, All in Institute of Local Self-Government. So there are so many. This is some list, but there are so many institutions nowadays, more than 100 institutions. Those who are providing online classes or those who are providing the master's diploma, PhD, even in PhD. So MIT University providing PhD, Terry University, and there are so many institutions. You know better, those who are now preparing or thinking for future in remote sensing and GIS. So based geoinformatics university in UK. So University of Leeds, this is the one of the prominent GIS courses in this university. University of Edinburgh, Portsmouth, Edinburgh, Southampton, Kingston University, Manchester, Barbeck University of London. So these are the prominent universities, institutions providing geoinformatics in UK. So and one UK one degree, one GIS or one master's degree from UK is very much yeah, you can easily get a job in Europe or in USA or any other country. So some premier employer are geoinformatics centers, university space, yeah, central government organizations, NSAC, RSAC, ISRO, ADRIN, ARI, ICR. So various school, college, universities, and so many universities, so many institutions, private sector, different companies. In Delhi, I think more than 500 companies is there in Delhi, specifically on remote sensing and GIS. Those who are working in several government or non-government project. So and companies providing jobs in India, ISRI, Cybertech, Tata Consultancy Service, RMSI. I have worked with RMSI, and Lipton. Yeah, I know them very well. So there are so many. This is few list, but there are more than 500 institutions in Delhi and Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore. These are the most prime cities for GIS companies. Also, a few are in Lucknow and also Calcutta, Mumbai. So thank you for your kind attention. Yeah, I'm sorry for so many disturbance due to the technological issues, and hopefully it's a good webinar. So, but we are still sorry for the disturbance caused from our side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sahana. घोर अंधकार हो चल रही बेयार हो, वायु भी हिलोर दे, फूक दे चकोर दे, ये मशाल बुझे नहीं, दीप ये बुझे नहीं. With these lines, I thank you for this informative sessions. Though there were many problems during the live sessions, still I hope all the students and all the participants would have taken some fruitful aspects from the webinar. It's time for the question answer session where we'll take up some queries of all the participants one by one with the aim. मैं किसी से बेहतर करूं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मैं किसी से बेहतर करूं, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मैं किसी का बेहतर करूं, बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. So Dr. Sahana, the first question from the participant is as follows. Seema wants to ask you which is the best software for GIS. Dr. Sahana? Your voice is not audible, Dr. Sahana.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. If we talk about the best software, so then obviously we have to think about either it's a costable software or say open source software. So for open source software, obviously it's a QGIS, and for a licensed software, it is ArcGIS. But ArcGIS is a backdated things nowadays for better analysis. So we have to come in Arc Pro. But for our new generations, those who are thinking, or those are already working in GIS. My advice is please learn programming. Please learn Python, R Studio, and MATLAB. So these are the future. These are the future in in geospatial science. So in ArcGIS is very limited analysis is possible, but nowadays it's a time or it's a generations of machine learning and big data. So so many students ask me, oh sir, there is no job in India. I have a master's degree in remote sensing and GIS. I have a diploma in remote sensing in GIS, but I'm searching job, but no, I'm not able to get a job. But till I know that several companies they do not find the skilled persons for map server work, for geo server work. I have such people from India, those who can able to work in map server, but I'm very sorry to say that no one in my contact that who is fluent in map server. There is a huge opportunity in map server, geo server, and Python programming.
So the next question is from Ankur Jyoti Saika. What is QTM?
QTM. So I don't know the QTM. I don't know what is QTM. Sorry.
Okay, we'll take this question later and answer you all. Now, Ria Dev wants to ask, which GIS institution give placement opportunities?
uh, in India or so it's very difficult. I think when I was in India in Delhi till 2017, I know so many batch from Terry University in Delhi. They have provided job placement till 2017. For Amity, I was connected the faculties from Amity University, Delhi, Terry University, Delhi. They have something. I think average they are providing job placement to the student. Also, Beat Misra, Beat Pilani. So many institutions there. Symbiosis Pune. They have also, but I don't know the conditions in present days. But I think if you have a good skill, if you have an upgraded skill in GIS field, job is available. Also,
Okay.
you can earn from your own personal link. If you have an account in Startup India, then you can get some project from online.
Now, the next question is from Samvit Sharma. He's asking, what is the pay scale of a GIS specialist?
It's varied. It's varied for the beginning. From beginning, you can get 15,000 to 18,000. Like when I was in Delhi, I was started my job as a GIS analyst at the pay scale of 10,000 in 2011. I was working. I was work for Map My India. I was work for Rolta. I was work for Mm, so few companies in Delhi, and then I switched to academic field and did my PhD, and now I'm here. I'm working the research associate. So yes, pay scale is very high than any Indian institutions.
Here,
Type 10.
I want to interrupt that Samvit, the skill is very important and you should upgrade your skill. And when you will upgrade
Yeah,
your
so
skill,
I can give one good example. One of my friend Kiran Kumar. Kiran Kumar, he was very good in GIS more than me. I can take help from him. So he have no degree. He have just one diploma and one master's degree. After that, he did his MSc in remote sensing and GIS from Ajmer University, Rajasthan. This is not a big institutions. Just they have very that means their score fee is very little. That's why he go there and did his masters in 2013. Nowadays he's in Delhi and he earned more than 1 lakhs per month. But he is working for a American company from Delhi. So So if you have a good skill, if you have if you can work advanced machine learning and programming, map server, web server, geo server, then easily you will get a good job, good salary also.
Okay, thank
And
you.
one of my friend who have nothing to do with GIS. He's an IT background. He's from Chandigarh. Narendra. He was IT background. He has just in BCA, Bachelor of Computer Science, and he have nothing. But he is earning more than 2.5 lakhs from India, from Chandigarh, because totally he's working on map server, nothing else. No ArcGIS. He don't know ArcGIS. He don't know what is ArcGIS and what is ADAS imaging. He don't know about satellite image, but he know very well programming. That's why nowadays he is earning more than 2.5 lakhs per month from Chandigarh.
Okay. Samit, I would like to say over here that many of our participants are asking for the feedback form and asking about the jobs opportunities. It is very important to develop your skills, and if you'll develop your skills, you can get a marvelous pay scale and you will have a bright future. With this, we have a next question from Rohan Sharma. What is the difference between GIS command and GIS tools?
GIS command. Okay, suppose in GIS in a GIS software, you have to do a map or do a model or you have to work for anything. So within this environment, within this software, you can command. You can do your command. That is a command is a practical things. And tool is a suppose I'm giving one basic example. Suppose forest fragmentations. For forest fragmentations, to analyze a large forest area and what the status of forest fragmentation in that forest. So for this forest fragmentation, there is a tool. It's called FragStat. FragStat is a tool. Okay, but the FragStat tool has been developed for the global forest, for somebody who is sitting in Amazon. The GIS analyst who is working for Amazon, he will do the forest fragmentation for Amazon. And somebody who is working for a forest area like Sariska Tiger Reserve, he is working for Sariska Tiger Reserve. So command, so forest fragmentation, the command will be different. That means you have to do suppose age density or age length. So age length for Sariska is a small forest, so age length will be 200, and Amazon is a 200 meters. So Amazon is a large forest. So for Amazon, the age length would be 1 kilometer or 2 kilometer. So this is the command. So what is the age length? Age length for for this tool. So forest fragmentation tool, FragStat is a tool, and within this FragStat you have to do your own command. So this is the basic difference between command and tool.
Okay, Mehboob. Now the next question is, I would request all the participants to bear the time, but this time is very valuable, and your feedback, whatever your questions and the queries are, that are very important rather than the PPT. We will share you the PPT, and the PPT will be shared and uploaded on the YouTube also. Please concentrate on the questions so that you can have a bright and beautiful future, and your career should be bright. So the next question is from Vishwanath Dazi sir. He wants to ask that what are the jobs regarding current GIS sector needing programming? Current GIS jobs regarding current GIS sector needing programming.
I think in the present conditions, the more than 90% job is from programming, because for the professional jobs, also for the few days back I had discussions with one prominent geologist from Tehri University, from Uttarakhand. And he is working. He's my teacher actually, and professor. He's working more than 20 years in GIS environment, in GIS field. He said that, okay, Mehboob, in 1990, when I was a student of remote sensing, then throughout my diploma, one day our professor said that, okay, today we will show you a satellite image. So we are very happy that we will see a satellite image in 1985 or 1990. And he said that, okay, purchase satellite image. In the morning, they open their computer. It's a big computer, and they start the computer, and the computer is started after 2 hours, and they have on this satellite image, and after 40 minutes the satellite image only visible in that screen. So to see a satellite image, you have to wait. In 1990, you have to wait for 3 years, but nowadays satellite image is available for everyone. So yeah, so he said that, okay, Mehboob, in 2010 mostly we are working on image processing, on digitizations, on the mostly GIS jobs, GIS analysis jobs. So what are you doing? Digitization. So digitization was a job uh, before 10 years, but nowadays everything is digitized. Everything already has been digitized. Just but digitization is, there are so many techniques. Machine learning can provide a digitized map. So digitization's work is gone. So nowadays you have to.
हेलो महबूब, लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ हो गई है.
उनसे बोलो भाई कि लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं हो रही है भैया, मीटिंग नहीं हो रही है स्ट्रीम.
हेलो महबूब, लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ हो गई है.
लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफलाइन आ रहा है.
एंड हो गई होगी ना, नई मीटिंग स्टार्ट करेगा.
कमेंट का ऑप्शन भी नहीं है, यहाँ से बता दे. तीन सौ 11 लोग अभी भी वॉच कर रहे हैं.
भेजा मैंने.
हाँ,
मैंने भेजा.
कहाँ भेजा है?
हेलो महबूब, लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ हो गया है. लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ हो गया है. हाँ, अभी कहाँ हुआ है? अभी तो बहुत क्वेश्चंस बाकी हैं. ऑन करो.
और अभी फीडबैक फॉर्म वगैरह वगैरह भी देना है.
पूरा लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ हो गया है.
लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफलाइन आ रहा है.
Hello. 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 Oh, okay. ठीक है मैं आप
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Mehboob, there was some connectivity problem. I'm sorry for the connection problem. There are some connectivity problem. The next question is from, we have taken that what is the scope of application of hyperspectral remote sensing technique in mineral exploration?
Uh, yeah, so you know, so it's very difficult. It's very difficult to go a spot to or it's a costable to understand about the what minerals is in that particular area. So by using for a basic survey or for a ground survey, but using a hyperspectral image, we can identify the mineral types and their characters by using hyperspectral image. Then remote sensing in GIS or hyperspectral analysis can easy to ask, to understand, to know about the characters, features, types of mineral easily than the survey. But for better understanding, simultaneously you have to use the hyperspectral image and survey. But it is easy to ask to understand about the characters of minerals.
So the next question is from how to apply for GIS job and what are the exams held for it?
Uh, I do not think like in India till we have such kind of job like school service, college service, or these types of. But in GIS in government sector, we have a single post in several institutions. Few days back we have seen that there is the Geological Survey of India. They have advertised the post. Sometime most post is for research. Actually, research assistants are the government post. Most of government post either it's a RA post, either it's a RA post, it's a research associate post, or it's a technician post, or GIS engineer post, like that. But for government, very little permanent post is still there in GIS field. But for administrative sector, in several offices, like already told you, the for MG Narega, till MG Narega, they have one GIS specialist or GIS analyst in the block level also, and for district level. So there is this kind of scheme. And recently government have announced a skill development program, geospatial, for skill development program by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. They have announced several development program. But within this skill development program, WWF India announce a skill development program on in GIS. So, uh, but private sector, there are so many jobs. Private sector, there are so many jobs, full time, part time, and mm, and also yearly basis or project basis.
So the students have, I would like to say that the life is not permanent and the job regarding permanent and not permanent does not matter. It is the skill that you develop and it matters a lot. So you develop, you don't think whether you are permanent or not permanent, as life is also not permanent. And so develop your skills. And with this, we have the next question from Soma Datta. What are the relevance of GIS in the agriculture fields and farmers of India?
uh, it is relevant, but till we have not developed in that manner to use GIS for an individual level in agriculture field, but the organization level level GIS is using GIS is much more usable things nowadays. Suppose you have to identify the suitable area. So crop rotations, crop patterns, or either this area is suitable for any particular crops or not. Or suppose you have to link with the monsoons, and we have to predict what will be the probability. Should I grow paddy this year or not, or should I use this land for winter crop or not? So these are the applicable till. So I think the suitability analysis is very important in India. Crop yield estimations by using remote sensing and GIS applications, crop rotations application analysis, but drone based yeah, in developed country like USA, America, they use drone to identify the productions. Suppose or also pesticide for to identify the pesticide, because they have a huge land, and lack of people to monitor that land. So that's why they have used drone mapping to know the production's quality, or to know the health of the crop. But in India, till I think for the Gangetic Bale, it is very difficult to use these techniques, high profile techniques, to understand the health of the crop. But sometime we can use this for larger plantations, larger commercial agriculture, or commercial cultivations, or plantations, or like tea in tea garden, in coffee field area. They can use these types of advanced technology to understand the health of the crop, to understand the either it is predictions of the crop productions through using drone, or through using in-air drone, or etc.
So the next question is from Rohan Sharma. What is the difference between GIS and LIS?
uh, this is actually, the terms is not so many differences. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. Audible
Yeah.
now.
So this is simple differences, but GIS is a broad field. Geographic within this GIS, LIS is come under the domain of GIS. The differences is between the applicability. But so LIS sometimes you can march with the image processing systems and geographical information systems.
The next question is from Monita Gargi. Who are applicable for doing any GIS degree?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Who are applicable for?
Who are applicable for doing any GIS degree?
Uh, uh, this is not a foundations who are applicable. So first application or first criteria is wish. If you wish to do, or if you like, okay, GIS is a good things, or that mean interest. If you are interested to do a course in GIS and remote sensing, this is the first criteria. And then I can say that GIS is basically earth-based systems, or is basically very close to environment and geology. So those who have a background graduation degree, they can they can use, they can do a master's or they can do a special degree. Suppose those who are background from geography, geology, environmental science, they can do it. But again, I am giving you one example. One of my friend, from Kolkata, he is a historian. He is doing his PhD from California University, but his PhD is actually on the historical geography. That means he is trying to assess the historical landscape, Gangetic landscape. That means from Bihar to West Bengal, how the river has been changed throughout this history, and that's why he's a student from history, but that's why he need to know the GIS very much to develop his idea historically. So he needs GIS, and I give him some sources. I give him how he can convert his idea, how he can convert his objective in remote sensing GIS to um, uh, uh, in remote sensing and GIS. How he can use remote sensing and GIS in his PhD. So who can do it's this question is for a course, for a course it will be anyone who is whose background geography, environmental science, geology, they can come easily, and they if they come and they will get a job. So this is a vocational purpose, but from vocation to academics or for other things, so many people are interested, and so many people, those who are already working in ministry, though in ministry, suppose in Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So ministry providing special courses to their client. Also forestry people, those who are in forest department, forest survey department or forest department, the ministry is providing special course to them to understand or to upgrade their skill. So it's depend on your needs. But for student, obviously those background is basically geography, environmental science, geology, but it's not bounded. Again, it's not bounded. One, I can give an example. One student, Bhartendu Pandey, he did his graduations in botany, then he did his masters in remote sensing and GIS from Terry University, and now he's in University of Yale. He did his PhD from University of Yale, and after that now he is, I think, doing postdocs. But he's a basically a botanist.
So there are many questions regarding applications of GIS in urban planning, GIS for Indian poor farmers, and what are the job carriers. Here I want to interrupt. That time has arrived when all geographers need to learn the remote sensing and GIS application techniques. From past BTech, MTech, and many technical experts are working on it, and but the role of geographer is very important, as geographer can well establish the relationship with the map and with the existing problems and explain the geological parameters and correlate the problems and find valuable suggestions to make our planet earth once again a sustainable planet. जोग्राफर जो है वो बेहतर तरीके से एम टेक और बी टेक सारे स्टूडेंट्स बहुत अच्छे से इस चीज को कर रहे हैं, जीआईएस को, रिमोट सेंसिंग को. लेकिन अगर एक जोग्राफर स्टूडेंट या जोग्राफी का स्टूडेंट इस जीआईएस टेक्नोलॉजी को सीख लेता है तो वो बेहतर रिलेशन एस्टैब्लिश कर सकता है बिटवीन द प्रॉब्लम्स रिलेटेड ऑन द अर्थ प्रॉब्लम्स and whatever the data we have acquainted, yeah, we have gathered from the GIS sources. GIS sources या remote sensing आपको data gather करने में help करता है, और इस डेटा को आप जब रिलेट करते हैं प्रॉब्लम से और वेल एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, तभी हमको गुड आंसर्स प्रोवाइड होते हैं और वैल्यूएबल सजेशंस प्रोवाइड होते हैं, एंड वन सजेशन लीड्स टू अनदर गुड सजेशन. So when 1% is added to the 99%, it adds to the 100%. There is another question, Dr. Sahana, that there is a question regarding from the Ujjwal. After completion of MSc Geology, how can we get job in GIS?
MSc Geology. Uh, Ujjwal, you have a MSc Geology. So I think first you have to, I don't know how many, that mean, what are your specifications or what kind of, that mean, how much you are adopt GIS, I don't know. But I think if you have a good good knowledge or good analytical power in Remote GIS, in geology field there are so many jobs till in India and outside India. So my suggestions is if you do a 1 year diploma course from IRS Dehradun, if it's possible, and then you can apply if you have a geology masters in geology, then you can apply for a PhD in abroad country. It will help you to polish your career. I think uh, yeah, there's a huge scholarships in PhD in geology, so you can prepare in this way. You can crack a net, CSN net or UC net, and simultaneously you can upgrade your skill with a diploma in Remote Sensing and GIS. And then if you come to the job market, or if you come to the PhD or academics, then it will be very bright future for you. Do not think that mean sometime we have to think big things. We have to think bigger. If you think, okay, I have done a graduation, I have done a BSc, I have done a master's, okay, then I have to go for a job. So I think we have to wait for a good job. So job is available for 10,000. If you yeah, I was started my job from 10,000 scale in 2012. I think maybe the scale will be 15 to 20,000 nowadays in Delhi. So yeah, in Delhi, if a guy who know basic GIS with basic modeling, with basic software, 2-3 software, then GIS job is available in the market, in the corporate market. In the corporate market, I know that in our time when we are in Delhi, so we go in a we went a company and we worked there for 2-3 months. Okay, no, so we went there to learn the GIS, to learn their project, so to upgrade our skill actually. And we left this company and went to another company to know their project, to their techniques and tools. So in this way we have 5-6 people till now. Everybody is established. Some people are in USA, some people in Japan. I'm in Manchester, and some people are in Delhi also. They opened their own company, Innovative Geoinformatics Solutions. This is our company. We have established this company in 2012. Now one of my friend is the owner of this company. Okay.
So the next question is that what is the scope of application of hyperspectral remote sensing technique in mineral exploration?
Already, I think I have answered these questions just a few minutes back.
So let's see some more questions. How to approach foreign institutions for education and training in remote sensing and GIS, particularly for masters and research level. What about financial support in this field? This is a very important question.
This is a very important question.
Kumar.
Yeah, this is a very important question. And so I think we have answered so many questions. So I'm interested to answer these questions. So yeah, for foreign, here I want to give one example from our student Najimul Islam. From he did his graduations from Calcutta in geography, and then masters from Delhi Jamia, and then he did a 1 year master's program again from Leeds, England, and now he is working with IIT Kharagpur as a GIS researchers. Okay, so it's a good example. And another example, so yeah, so many people, those who are active, they did so. Few days back, there is a very beautiful course, full funded courses. So in England, so yeah, throughout the world, there are several institutions which have provided masters in GIS. Basically, in European countries and in USA, they provided masters, not any diplomas. So very few institutions they are interested for masters, but because here in England, masters is for 1 year. Graduation is for not only in England, throughout the Europe. Master is for 1 year. Graduation is for bachelor is for 4 years. So if you have a 4 year bachelor's, then you can apply, or if you have a 3+2 masters, then you can apply for again masters in remote sensing and GIS in European country. Here in England, there are so many scholarships, and also few institutions like Leeds or like there is a course in UCL, London UCL, University of London. They have a special score and in applications in disaster management, like that. Okay, this course was fully funded for the developing country students, for 5 students, I think. And this kind of universities is there who have at least in UK, if you get if you have the fulfill the criteria, first you have to crack the IELTS, or maybe for IELTS for England, or I cracked the IELTS, and TOEFL for English speaking country, but Australia and others non-English speaking English speaking country. For USA, you have to crack the TOEFL, or for England, you have to crack the IELTS, IELTS. So if you crack this, and if you got admissions, then scholarship is available. Either you will get a 40 to 50% scholarships. Then what you can do? Suppose a course in England, a master's course in England is about 12 to 15 lakhs, the cost of this course, and another 5 lakhs for living cost. So मान के चलो 18 to 20 lakh. But if you get admission, if you got admissions, then somehow in any university you will get a 40 to 50% scholarships you can arrange. Or if you're a good student, then you can got 100% scholarship. Or suppose you will get 50% scholarships, then the government will allow you to work here. One of my friend, not friend, he's junior. He is doing a master's in economics. His father is very good businessman in India, but he's working in a restaurant. Yeah, it's a major things. It's a thing. You know what the name of this Bollywood celebrity? I just forget her name. Priyanka Chopra ka behan. I don't know. So when I came in Manchester, and somebody told me that Priyanka Chopra, jo bhi hai. So she is a star in Bollywood, but she work in this restaurant. And, oh my God, she work in this restaurant. Yes, she did her MBA from University of Manchester, and during her graduations, she was as an restaurant. She worked for his pocket money. And so this is a very easy from a elite background, from a elite persons. It's very easy to work for 5 to 6 hours or 20 hours in a week. The government will allow you to work. So in this way, you can arrange your 50%, or you can arrange your staying cost from that. So if you wish, you can apply. If you got a 50% to 60% scholarships, and anyhow you will arrange. If you go there, there are several opportunities. There are several Saturday Sunday is off day, but you have to do your hard work. You have to do your best for this course. That means I can say that normal people, those who have not from a elite or not from a high profile background, those who have a middle class family, they can also apply. They can also arrange scholarship. So I will send some links to ma'am. Ma'am will provide you how to apply and where what are the different scholarships. I will send the link.
Okay, thank you, Mehboob. And this is the last question. After this questions, we will send the feedback form, and please share the video we have made for all the participants to thank them all. So the last question is from Ekta Singh Chauhan. What are the departments in India who took specialized people in urban and regional studies with remote sensing and GIS?
Yeah, SPA, School of Planning. So School of Planning and Architecture in Delhi. They have a few branches in I think in Bhubaneswar or in several special department in IITs. In IIT Mumbai, they have special department on urban planning, and Indian Institute of Human Settlement, Hyderabad, yes, Human Institute of Human Settlement, Hyderabad, and like this, I just this is the prominent institutions in India. In Manchester, where I'm studying, I am here in urban planning lab. My department is I'm working with SPA lab, Spatial Analysis Lab, under the urban planning. So I think in Chennai there are 2-3 institutions, government institutions, though have provided urban special urban government, urban planning, or urban architect. So, and in architect now so many institutions, those is providing special scores for remote sensing and GIS. So, and also I think IIT Kharagpur have also a department on urban planning.
So, Mehboob, this was the last question. Now I would conclude it. And after I conclude, I will share the feedback link to the students. And the students want many job prospects and regarding where they can apply and how they can do the PhD. So kindly send me the link so that I can share with the
what we can do, we can prepare a WhatsApp group, or we can prepare a WhatsApp
we have
group.
already a Telegram link.
Okay, no? Telegram link. Yeah, sure. I will send some job links, or I am in that Telegram link. I will share. Then you can easily apply in that particular through this particular. So after this webinar, we can attach through this Telegram link, Telegram group.
Okay. Now I will conclude. As I will conclude, we will share a video link, and Dr. Sahana will share the video link. And after during this video link, you will be getting the feedback form. Please kindly fill the feedback form during the video sharing of the video link. I will say that सबसे पहले उठो सवेरे, प्रथम धरा को करो प्रणाम, मात पिता के चरणों को छूकर धर्म को अपने करो ध्यान, धर्म को अपने करो ध्यान, धर्म सभी अच्छे हैं लेकिन मानवता है धर्म महान, मानवता से बन सकता है मानव, मानव से भगवान. Now the feedback form we are sharing in the chat box. Kindly fill it. You will be getting the certificates within a week. अधूरा किस्सा लिखकर पन्ने में मोड़ आया हूं. After the sessions, you will surely say, अधूरा किस्सा लिखकर पन्ने मोड़ आया हूं, खुद का एक टुकड़ा लखनऊ छोड़ आया हूं. अधूरा किस्सा लिखकर पन्ने मोड़ आया हूं, खुद का एक टुकड़ा लखनऊ छोड़ आया हूं. At the end I will say, युग युगांतर से जीवन का यही विधान, जिंदगी ही समस्या और जिंदगी ही निदान. Now I'm sharing a video and a feedback link. Kindly do fill for your certificates. Within a week, you will receive. Thank you so much. Kindly stay tuned. I will open the Telegram link for your question answers, and we will share all the links regarding your jobs and all your queries regarding, so that you can ask the queries on it. Thank you so much. We'll share, Dr. Sahana, please share the video and I'll share the feedback link.
Hello. समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, ममता का तू है तू जाना, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम। आपदा से ये तू है लड़ रहा, मौत का बढ़ रहा कारवां, तेरे हाथों से ही जग का आशीष है, तेरा जीवन तेरा ना रहा, इस पथ पर चले ना रुके ना डरे, विश्व तेरा अग्नि बोला, सूरज की तरह तू अखंडित रहा, तेरा जीवन ही है प्रेरणा, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, ममता का तू है। अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है मैं कर दूँ ओके
कर दिया कर दिया मैंने स्टॉप
ভূতের মতো লাগছে পুরো।
समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम ममता ममता का तू है तू जहां, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम। आपदा से ये तू है लड़ रहा, मौत का बढ़ रहा कारवां, तेरे हाथों से ही जग का आशीष है, तेरा जीवन तेरा ना रहा, इस पथ पर चले ना रुके
এটা কেন আসছে?
विश्व तेरा ऋणी हो गया, सूरज की तरह तू अखंडित रहा, तेरा जीवन ही है तेरा, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, समर्पण को तेरे प्रणाम, ममता का तू है।
With this, we will end the session. Thank you so much.